Good morning from Kobe, Japan. After eventful night exploring Kobe City, it is now time to see how it looks like in the daylight. And I started my tour early at 7 a.m. alone, checking it out. Because the family does not do early mornings unless it is a flight. And this is the sounds when I get away from the cricket. Just morning traffic in a very quiet and calm Kobe City. The plan this morning is to map out the city before we do our official sightseeing a bit later today. Good morning from Kobe. So I'm up early. It's around 7 o'clock now, and we got 5 hours before flying to our next destination. So I thought I will go and check out the city while Nicola's sleeping. And you know what? Last night I had an early dinner. Let's say 2 dinners before 7 o'clock. So this morning I woke up a little bit hungry because it was really small dinners. And I tell you what, walking around Kobe and watching all of this, it's closed. And let's take another look here. More meat, more problems, because all of these shops look so oshi, which means delicious in Japanese, but it is actually closed. It doesn't open till 9 o'clock. And right now it's 7. So yeah, I'm gonna just go out for a walk, check it out, what's available to see in Kobe. And the reason I'm doing it so early and alone is basically it's not hot right now. It's hot, but it ain't hot like it does get later in the afternoon. It's actually quite calm, comfortable right now. So I'm gonna go check out the city, what it has to offer, and then I'm gonna find some food and get back to the hotel. But let's go and see what Kobe has to offer. See you in a moment. An animal cafe. I'm gonna have to come back to that animal cafe in a moment, but let me show you this. My hotel is 5 minutes from the shrine in that direction. So the shrine is 1800 years old and it is one of the main attractions in Kobe. Okay, so this place is popular for matchmaking and finding love, so maybe Netflix's Unsima is coming here soon for Indian matchmaking. I'm not looking for love at these shrines or doing any matchmaking, but to all my single friends, Habibi, come to Kobe. Japan tourism, you welcome. Now let's get back to this shrine and see how big this place is, because I am just using Google Map as my reference so far. Amazing, absolutely amazing. This place is right next to the city. That is the gate to the shrine, and it is absolutely close to the city, to the hotel, around 5 minutes walk from here. So that was really convenient. And I'm gonna go a bit further behind the shrine, and I think I got a mountain to climb. Yeah, I'm gonna confirm that in a moment. This beautiful pink lotus was a pleasant surprise, and I do look forward to come back to Japan between March and early April for the cherry blossom season, but for now, I will enjoy the lotus. Going around the shrines, you will notice dragons. These dragons are there for guardianship and protection, and also bring power and good fortune. This is a very rare experience, walking through a torii gate towards the shrine when it's all empty, absent from other tourists. So I was enjoying this experience a lot. Wow. Wow. I mean, I've been looking forward to find a place that has all of the pillars like this, and it is absolutely crowded with tourists all over the other places. And this is just all to myself. Absolutely amazing. Enjoyed it. We'll come back for a photo shoot later. This is just the morning scouting tour. There is a large hill behind the shrine and a huge forest as well. So what I'm going to do next is climb up the hill, go to some of the smaller shrines, and see what else is in the forest. Okay, getting this footage means climbing steep hills. It's not fun, but it needs to get done. So yeah, just climbing this hill to see what's on the other side. Okay, I've made it to the Kitano Tenman Shrine. That was a bit of a walk, but this area is actually got homes that resemble European style designs. Let me show you. Gotta climb those stairs, It's a bit of a workout this morning. Didn't plan that, but at least it's not filthy hot. So, let me see if I can get the lizard on screen. Just a moment. Alright, that lizard was way too fast. Alright, we're almost there. So the background noise with the crickets has been muted down to 10%, but it's still extremely loud, as you can hear. This shrine sits right on the edge of the forest, and you can go deeper into the forest, which I recommend you probably ask some local guys and authorities before you do that. Because a morning walk can become a hike very fast, like it has for me over here, and I'm doing this without water or snacks. So do the research before venturing into the forest. There was a lot of stairs. More stairs. While I was climbing all the stairs, the temperature was also rising and it was getting a bit hotter, and I found myself exercising a little bit of precaution because I am uncertain as to how big this shrine is and how deep and higher it goes into the mountain. So after observing the ox monument at the shrine, which is a type of messenger for the Tianjin, I decided to wrap it up over here after checking this area out and move forward to the next location, or probably back to the hotel. There's a lot of different stations here to place blessings and receive good fortune and luck. And that is a wrap. We are just finishing at this shrine and gonna head to the next location. But before I go there, I just want to say, in a moment of reflection, it is so much more enjoyable to be in these places alone without the hundreds and hundreds, the herds of tourists that often accompany a shrine or any tourist location in Japan. At least the big cities like Kyoto, Osaka, Tokyo. So this has been quite relaxing. Even the crickets are getting relaxed now with my frequency. But the point being, this is 2 kilometers away from my hotel. I'm gonna start walking because those crickets are quite loud. They're competing with my voice here. But yeah, this place is 2 kilometers away from the hotel. It did involve about 400 meters going uphill, climbing some stairs, but it's totally worth it, as you can see. Just me and the crickets. No one else is here. And it's got a good view of the city as well, which I'm going to turn the camera around in a moment. But yeah, it is worth visiting the smaller cities in Japan, like the Japanese government is recommending, and Japan tourism. Visit the smaller cities because it's got less tourists, and you get to see Japan in a better way without fighting, not necessarily fighting, but just navigating through those herds and herds of tourists, which is not fun. So anyway, that was my moment of reflection around visiting the smaller cities because it is so worth it. But now I got to get to the next location, so see you in a moment.
Navigating my way around Kobe is rather easy, and Google Map is very compatible and accurate here. The paths are rather narrow, but don't worry, everything is labeled very well with arrows and the actual distance, so you can't get lost unless you go off path, but that's a different video. On the way back to my hotel, I saw this nature-themed hotel, which is rather nice. But now back to our hotel.
Are you having your favorite drink?
Yes.
What do you like about this drink? What's up with the funny face? Okay, don't spit it out, don't spit it out. Enjoy. What is it? Kyoto lemonade.
Most of the hotels we went to in Japan have a automated check-in and check-out system, so you don't really need to speak to anyone. Everything is scannable and easy to use. We checked out and left our luggage to go explore the city further with the family. Back to the shrine, and I could actually tell Nicola that it's a very short walk since I've done it early in the morning.
How is it, Nicola?
This is a statue in the garden.
This is that classic lotus flower photo pose. What you're not seeing is I'm knee deep in one of those lakes.
Beautiful with the flower. Arigato.
I have returned to this place now, and it is hot. It's 11 o'clock, a lot hotter than it was at 7 in the morning. A lot more tourists, as I mentioned. But because I've scouted it out, it's much easier to bring Nicola here during peak hours. I know what to expect. Done it, experienced it, and that experience makes the whole trip much easier second time around. All right, now for some Kobe beef. How's your water station? All right, got all the goodies here. Yep.
Okay, so this is the same place I saw in the morning that was advertising Wagyu beef and Kobe beef. And I was looking forward to have a nice dinner before getting to the airport. And oh my God, it did not disappoint. This place was absolutely amazing. And shout out to the guy who was sitting next to me helping me with the grilling machine. I love the concept here of ordering all this beautiful meat and just grilling it by yourself. An absolute delight, and I enjoyed this.
Oh yes, this is amazing. Amazing.
Nicola was a bit worried I was going to burn the meat. But anyway, the meat over here was absolutely great. Enjoyed my lunch and now off to the airport. So see you in the next episode as we make our way to Kobe Airport and fly further to Okinawa. Take care of yourself.